text as well that scrolls across the screen. Make sure you watch chat. Because last time we had to give away several skins and I know Morph was not happy.
Yeah, just to touch on the point there, Clown, I don't think you run a delay, do you, Caps?
No, not at all.
You've got no delay. So the time delay that you guys are actually seeing is actually a Twitch delay, which I think what we should actually try and do, Caps, is opting in for the delay beta, because I've been reading that has helped a lot of streamers that are having issues with delays on their stream for, especially new streamers that get, the odd viewer that pops in and says hi and doesn't get a response and leaves, and then the response comes up a second later.
Yeah.
So the option is there on the account. So we might look at enabling that and see how it works.
Interesting. Okay, we are into second map here, guys. Going into the knife round, Reflex versus Funky Monkeys. First map being taken out, obviously, by Reflex, 16-9. And Funky Monkeys looking to bring this one back. And I have to say, they do a great job on knife rounds. Oh, not this time, though. Reflex actually taking it out. And they will be voting to stay on CTs. Obviously, the stronger choice on Cache, Cache, Ciao. I don't know, however you want to say it.
Just call it C.
C. The C bomb.
K. Just call it K. Meh. We'll just call it K, so no one can hassle us about the.
Yeah, well, Go TV's already delayed. That's why, we don't really bother with the delay. But, never mind that. We are into first pistol round here. Funky Monkey starting on T's, Reflex CTs. And Funky Monkey's looking to go for a quick B push here. Or are they? In fact, heading back towards mid, sending Yoramato solo, probing for information. And CT's really not giving him a lot to work with at the moment. The rest of his team will catch up with him here at B main, and it looks like they are going to go for a 5-man push. Christos just getting caught in the back there. Vent's already popped, and I think the CT is going to be rotating as quick as they can. Smooth's actually landing a headshot onto that player in CT, and he will get the plant as Yoramato tries to engage and hold off this push onto site. Oh, Hat's just missing a headshot there onto Yoramato. Does pay the price, and Kyten taking down Hyper in CT. Seth and Emerosa now with a mammoth task. Emerosa going down Seth all by himself. And the Glock making short work of him there, getting absolutely spammed down.
I do like what they did there, Caps, was the fact that they threw all their decoys towards B and actually stood around them. So masking their footsteps, and if they did, accidentally make a bit of noise, and giving the CTs a bit of complacency on B side to say, hey, it's only decoys, guys. Don't get on, don't get on the rotate just yet. Yeah. And we saw that where one of the players actually went back up highway towards barrels, and then they busted and actually hit the site. So it was very, very nice to see.
Yeah, if you can create that doubt in your enemy's mind, it could work out. CT's unfortunately, they've actually opted for a B stack here, and they've left no one on A. And at the moment, the T's are just going to be able to walk into A. I mean, CT's haven't even moved off this site yet. That decoy seems to have done its job in Vent.
Yeah, that's, it's nice to actually see teams making use of it, and that would be the cue to... Nope. CT's just realising made a mistake, stacked the wrong site, and I think they're actually going to just choose to save their armor. Actually, no. Just looking, they didn't actually buy armor.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's a very, very slow reaction time from Reflex there. I would have expected maybe 20 seconds earlier to be rotating off, but...
Yeah.
Now they're going to have a tough job on this retake. They should get cut down here in CT, but Hats will open up the fragging, taking down Tacular at truck. Hats, though, very, very low on 3 HP. And I would say that this round will go to Funky Monkeys, as they do have the superior firepower, and certainly showing right now as they do spray down CTs. Kyten in mid here. Spots Christos on boost. How did he get up there?
Yeah, he was actually boosted earlier, and I was just floating around, just switching between players, having a look at what's going on, but, I think the CT's decision there was actually, let's capitalise and get some exit kills and save some SMGs. In a way, they were trying to do what Funky Monkeys actually did to them, if I remember correctly, in the previous map, on second round pistol.
Oh, Yoramato with a great spray down through smoke there, catching Hyper's feet, and then holding down Mouse 1. Just able to spray him down there. And little does he know that Seth is actually up close as well, and he's about to peek the corner of the smoke, but can't land the shot. Yoramato just escaping with his life there, down to 35.
Oh, that's CZ.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Marksy taking down Emarosa on A, and it's all up to Hats now, but he's only got a P2000 and no armor. And I think we all know what's about to happen to him. Oh, he's given up his position, and Yoramato from up on boost there will take him out. So, nice little round from the T's there.
Yeah, definitely Yoramato nearly getting caught out in mid and just getting a nice shot onto, I think it was...
Seth.
Oh, it was Seth that pushed Neko. I thought it was Christos for some reason, but yeah, Seth pushing in and just picking up Seth there on the edge of the smoke. Just Seth in the actual disadvantaged position with the fact that he was coming out of the smoke where Yori was actually nowhere near it.
So both sides fully bought up now, and this is the round that will count for Reflex. They are going to want to try to win this one and put the T's on the back foot here. Seth will open up the fragging onto Snooze. That's a great frag to start it off. I believe Snooze, was he AWPing? I don't remember. Marksby though with a nice little stutter step, actually taking down Hyper. That was a great little peek there.
Wow, so back to a 4v4 now. Now it's just really up to where the T's want to push because they've spread the defense thin, but as you can see, if you take a quick look at B site, these guys are actually playing somewhat separated from each other. Actually, no, sorry. It's one player on B, one player in mid, and you've got one highway, one A site. So if they do choose to go B, which they are doing, it's going to be should be a very quick round from this point.
Well, the player in mid is actually falling back towards the connector, so he's going to be able to rotate over. Christos just trying to work it out at the moment, and I think he is going to make his way across to B now, which is the right call. These have taken up position in B main. And it looks like the push is on here. They have smoked into sight, but something I see a lot of teams failing to do, and I think it's reflected in that round, is they don't smoke uppers. They always smoke CT, but there's never a smoke uppers. And Christos is able just to pick up a kill there. He does go down though, and it is a 3v3. Molly's in sight now, and Yoramato taking a lot of damage, down to 40.
Crispy banana there.
Yeah, that's it. Marksby was spotted out, but he takes down one. Seth coming around the corner will find the op shot. And Kyton does go down in checkers. So Funky Monkey's losing the first gun round there.
That's not sort of going to bode well for them going into the next round. Being they will be able to rebuy, and this round will be the crucial round for them. If they don't, they'll be forced to an eco and giving the CTs a chance to run away with economy.
Oh, and a pause comes in again. What's going on now? Please tell me Hats is not lagging out. That was a reflex pause. So
yeah.
Oh, no, unpaused it, so not sure what that was. Whatever.
That was weird.
Maybe trying to troll Funky Monkeys.
Hats is lagging.
Yeah, that's it. Break the momentum. Break the momentum.
Just break it, guys. It worked for us last game. Do it again.
So, Funky Monkeys split up across the map. Seth actually pushing into Squeaky and taking down Kyton. And is he going to get the second? Yes, he does onto Marksby. Well aware that there was going to be a player there peeking him.
Seth is currently on point. As we saw Snooze on the last one, Snooze in the last map was on point. Seth seems to have picked up a bit of form going into this one.
Definitely. It's all Seth now with the AWP. This is spotted out, but he does get the frag onto Chris. Down to 31 though.
Shot from Snooze.
4v3 situation. But at the moment, it does not look good for T-side. They have popped vents, and it looks like the push is going to come into B now. That's on site here to stop the T's. He goes down immediately, unable to land even a single bullet. Tacular just spraying him down. Hyper and CT trying to land the shots as they cross over into sight. but not having any luck there. And it is a 3v3, but T's HP not looking good for them right now. Yoramato 37, Snooze 31. Nade and a Molly would do the trick here, boys. Get him inside.
Yeah, sort of. That was a very well placed Molly, forcing Yoramato out. But oh, what a play from the T's, leaving him now in a 1v1.
Snooze does have eyes on the bomb though, and he is going to take out Seth. Seth actually peeking the checkers line when he should have been looking towards B main. Unfortunately, will go down there, and that is a key round for Funky Monkeys. They've broken the CT's economy and put another round on the board.
Definitely, that's crucial right there. It's it stops at CT with that economy dominance if they can get it on early, but not being able to in that last round. And just to touch on that. That was actually the right play from Seth, looking towards the checker line, because that is somewhat of a checker's plant more so than a B main. So B main, you're actually forced to overextend out.
Oh no, this is a slaughter. The CTs have gone for a fast B main push, but Marksby and Yoramato completely shut them down there. And yeah, I think a bit of a throwaway round for Reflex there.
Damn you, clown. I would love some pizza and lava cakes right now myself. Oh, that would be phenomenal.
It's funny you mentioned that, mate, because I'm actually going to order some pizza from a new pizza place I saw down at Bull Creek today.
Do you want to order me some too, mate?
Ooh, I don't know. pretty expensive. It's one of those gourmet pizza places.
Is that the one next door to Subway?
That's it.
Yeah, I might go there for lunch. Marksby with an entry onto Hype as he goes for a cheeky little peek at A main.
Hot Flash does come in, but oh no.
Oh, Nelly picks up. He picks up. Oh, I thought Marksby was going to pick up Emerosa there through the smoke.
That was a bit of a mistake there by Christos. He pop flashed, peeked, and then ran away and double peeked, and that's what got him killed.
Yeah.
He should have kept that initial peek and just kept firing. He would have got the kill there, but instead choosing to dodge in and out. Little unfortunate. Nevertheless, though, only an eco round for CTs, so not too bad.
Yeah, still kind of looking at the scoreline though, 6-1. It is, CTs are somewhat in a bit of. Oh, Marksby going straight past the CT.
That flick though onto the player at highway, that was impressive. Some great control. Seth actually pre-aiming the spot, but Marksby comes around the corner of roof and takes him out.
That game sense. Marksby just going massive in this round for his team.
He's brought it back to a 1v1, and Hats, I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. With that lag, and he's currently 1 for 7. I think Marksby, top fragging as well, is probably really on point at the moment, and I don't think, unless Hats catches him off, but Hats is looking the wrong way! Oh, he does catch him though!
Oh, they got the bomb down, but wow, that could have been a very, very, maybe even a top 5 play for Marksby there.
Yeah, it was pretty massive. But Hats brings it back and puts a second round on the board for Reflex. Much needed at this point. Funky Monkeys, I mean, they've already got 6 in the first half. It's, I mean, any more is really a bonus from here. Yeah,
definitely. And also, CTs again, look at their economy. $50, $550, $1,200, and $150. They're working on sort of somewhat borrowed time to when they're actually going to be full eco again.
He's getting boosted up over mid, but unfortunately there's no CTs playing highway this time. And, Christos actually has worked his way all the way back around from B, but Kyton will trade him out. Oh, that could have been a huge play.
Kyton just shutting down that sort of, that situation would have been so good if Christos could actually have made that work for him, but...
Yeah, only a 1-for-1 trade though. A little unfortunate.
Yeah. Again, we just see the slow play from Funky Monkeys, just waiting for the CTs to make the mistake. They know they have somewhat of an advantage now. Although it is a 4v4, the CTs are spread pretty thin, so they could push out mid and decide where they want to go from there. Which is what we'll actually see now. They will be doing the crisscross smokes. You'll likely see them go into vent and do an aggressive take towards B. I love this strat. I don't know, it's so phenomenal. It works, on a full round, if there's an AWPer up, you get those crisscross smokes happening, it just works so well.
Again, though, no smoke in uppers, and it's cost them again as Yoramato crosses into sight. Look at Seth just spraying fire down on them from above. And, I mean, that was really, really easy for CTs to hold just then.
Yeah, that definitely did make it a lot easier, but as you said, that uppers needs to be smoked. Either smoked or flashed to force that player out of there, so that you can at least get a player across the site and have him, you know, make work, get a player down, or even get him low so you can nade him out of sight.
I mean, it's just a really common mistake on B, unfortunately. And it does cost people rounds.
It's true what Climax says, if they don't keep a check on Christos or Amorosa, they'll constantly push.
So Reflex starting to get a couple rounds on the board now, which is nice after a very, very slow start. Funky Monkey's just making those mistakes and Reflex able to capitalise upon them. It does go down in mid, but Tacular is caught off guard there. Christos just creeping up on him from Z. Take him down on top of Hut. And at the moment, the T's have worked their way up highway. But with Tacular hanging around in mid. Oh, sorry, Christos, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is the place they want to be. Hyper spraying down Yoramato as he tries to push into highway. Look at Christos through smoke actually landing a number of shots onto Marksby and picking up Snooze on highway to finish it off. Christos, he's fragging really well at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely stepping up big time. And it's a lot of his frags, although he's not, you know, top of the scoreboard with the most score and everything, it's more so the fact the frags that he is getting is very crucial in the fact that it helps his team secure the round. It's those play-stopping kills, which, you know, you need players that can do that can go, okay, if I kill this guy and fall back, it's going to give us the advantage, which he does, and he does very well. He's a very, very patient player, you know, which is good to see.
So T's on an eco now, and all of a sudden this massive lead that they had has been shortened to only 2 rounds, and I think if this eco round doesn't go their way, we could be looking at a 1-round deficit. And Reflex clawing their way back to a second map victory, possibly.
Yeah, it's very viable. I mean, we saw the same thing happen on the round changeover, actually. Sorry, not the round changeover. During the pause period that we did have in the last map, where Reflex managed to bring the rounds back and actually, you know, make a bit of work with it.
So the T's did try to push in there through Squeaky, but got shut down immediately. And Marksby does land a great 1v onto Hyper, but he does get a second. What? He's down to 11 though, and I think his run of good luck could end here. As the CTs just wait for him, and Marksby plays the waiting game. He will go down here to the AWP, but no, Seth misses his shot. Hats does not though, pushing in and spraying him in the face with that AK.
Had he actually got that shot onto the AWP on E-box there though, wow. That would have been a very, very nice 3K.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have seen possibly even a 5K deagle down, but not on the cutscene tonight, unfortunately. So Reflex do win that round and bring it back to a 1-round deficit. B-side are brought up. Funky Monkeys need to make something happen here. Hats though, he is going aggressive and it's going to work out for him, taking down Yoramato. Just completely unprepared for that aggressiveness. Titan does find Amorosa. Oh, and Tacular, he's done a lot of damage onto Hyper in sight, down to 17. Does take a bink to the head though, so he is also down very, very low. Nice little exchange there on A-bomb side. Tacular doesn't look like he wants to go for any more. I think he's had enough.
He's playing patient. As Hyper got... No, Hyper does not have the AWP. I was just watching from Tacular's perspective there with X-ray on, and it looked as if Hyper was lining up the wall shot with an AWP, but...
I'm not sure if that wall's actually bangable now.
It is, with an AWP. It's still, if I remember, it's still bangable.
B-side are going to go for an A-push here, and Hyper, he's going to hold it down on 17 HP, finds the frag onto Snooze, but he's about to get pushed here. Hyper, though, with the reaction times of a god right now, on 17, able to pick up 2. That's a phenomenal hold.
That was very, very good. I mean, you know, even taking 1 with him was work enough, but he just decided, nope, I want 2 more.
Yep, definitely hungry for those kills. And at this point, Reflex have drawn it to a 6-6. And this is not looking good for Funky Monkeys. All that momentum that we saw at the beginning of this half seems to have gone. And Reflex, again, just waking up late in the first half. Christos just taking down 2 in mid as they push through smoke. I mean, these mistakes that they're making right now, they need to take a step back and look at what they're doing, because it's not going great. They're about to push through smoke again. Look at this. I mean, what was he thinking there?
Yeah, you can see the mentality breakdown right now from Funky Monkeys. As each, it's a point I've brought up a fair bit with the players just trying to make big plays on their own. And Yuri Mato though, does pick up one.
Seth with a nice little 1B there. And Reflex, they do take the lead after being down 6-1. If you look at the round counter here, they've actually won the last 6 rounds. So
yeah,
very, very nice little comeback here from Reflex. And I think they're going to be looking, or we will be looking at a 9-6 half at this point in time. I don't think the Funky Monkeys have the momentum to bring it back now.
Yeah, that is true. The point that Clown's actually making is a very good point. Is it's what we saw in the last map. They take control. We saw it on the pistol where they took control of the whole map and then didn't know what to do with it. And it's the same scenario here. Reflex is just giving up control and just not capitalizing with it. Oh, Christos!
He's made his way up into that position. How does he get into those positions?
To capitalize though. Yeah, just ballsy play again, but just not making it work this time.
It is a 3v3 though, and Funky Monkeys once again with mid control. Now they need to play this smart. The last few times they've taken mid, they haven't done anything with it. You're absolutely right. Minutes, mate.
And we see this again. Yeah, they're going way too slow now. They need to just push in, take control, but they're very wary of the Sorper. And
Yoramato actually ran away from Snooze just then, and Snooze is with the bomb on A site. He did change his mind though, and it looks like they are going to peek, but peeking one at a time. Yoramato does find Snooze though, and Hats. Oh, sorry, Hyper. And Hats with the AWP. In 1v1, we'll take down Yoramato as he comes around the back of quad there.
Not too sure, I just got a bit of lag there as well, and I didn't actually get to see the shot.
Yeah, I think GoTV's lagging or something. Something's weird again tonight. But nevertheless, Reflex do win that round, and open up a 2-round lead at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right though, Caps. We are going to see a 9-6 half here. Just the T's just not able to. And when you got players like Seth hitting shots the way he is with the AWP, and Christos,
he's been everywhere in this map. Every time I look for those big plays, it's been Christos.
And just picking up that shot on short. Onto the player on boost. My word, Yeah, and now he's going towards B. So
it's really been a thorn in the side of this T side. Funky Monkeys they've never expected him to be where he is. I mean, we saw him in mid in a great position. He only got one, but I mean, if that had worked out, he would have mentally destroyed them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now you look at it, they would have expected him to be up close mid towards vent side. Going over boost, that Snooze's intention would have been to peek up, look towards the vent, shoot Chris, and then drop down and open mid up for his team, but not being able to because Chris realizing this and actually pushing up on that railing.
So T-side already 2 men down. They have a player trapped in mid and 1 in B main. I mean, at the moment, they're looking very disjointed. This doesn't look like team play right now. It's more of a split and pick and just see if you can go big boys. And as we've seen in the past, it's never going to work out. Seth from Truck. There's not even they didn't wait for the smoke to pop there.
Marksby though, he's got an answer for it.
He does. But unfortunately, Seth answers straight back with the AWP, pushing in from Truck, and that will be a 9-6 half to Reflex. Funky Monkeys, do you think they're going to be able to bring it back on CT side? What are your thoughts on this?
To be honest, mate, I think their mentality's a little shot at this point. Those last 3 to 4 rounds there towards the end, they just had no answer for anything, and we see this time and time again with teams. Once you have that mentality breakdown and, players start trying to make these big plays because they feel it's, blaming themselves for the round losses, which is what I think is the main issue. And, you end up with these sort of mistakes where players pushing smoke. We saw on that where 2 push smoke both died and the third following them.
Yeah. Just, You know, I understand where he was coming from with that mentality, but it's the wrong call. That's what it comes down to.
Definitely.
But the T's are going to be pushing here. Reflex going for a fast A. They do trade out, and Seth picking up the extra frag there. So a 3v4 right now. Snooze is up on balcony, but he can't seem to land his shots right now. The bomb will go down on A. CT's forced to retake. And oh, Emarosa just catching the head of Yoramato. Hats taking down Kaiden. And the burst fire from Emarosa as he comes around the corner.
Jumping burst fire.
Why can't I ever do that? Why does it only work for these guys?
I burst fire and I do 2 in 1 or 3 in 1, and I'm just like, really? The bullets only did 1 damage.
I missed the burst fire from Source. That was a great burst fire. Yeah. The tap burst. That was a great little combo. The first round does go to Reflex there with a very, very nice A take and hold. They have bought up SMGs and armor. CT's opting for a full eco. I don't think any of their players bought anything. Oh. And Christos with the P90 is just destroying them right now. Pushing right up front and getting in their faces. A nade coming in from Hats. Taking down Yoramato and Seth. Spray to smoke. The CT's just getting completely shot down there at truck.
This, sorry to have to laugh there, but yeah, it's just unbelievable what this does to a team's mentality. When you got a team sort of pressuring and pushing on you like this, not giving you any, ounce of map control from both perspectives, CT side and also now into the T side, it's very, very hard to come back from that, because you sort of think, well, they're pushing like Rands, but really they're not. They're just capitalizing on the room that you're giving them and, pushing and squeezing out your mistakes.
That was a great pre-nade in mid there. All that damage that you see on T side has been done by that nade at this point in time. Seth does take down Kaiden, and Seth has just taken B side by himself. Snooze pushes through and picks up Seth, but Christos is right there behind him to trade. Does flash through and just pushes straight through with the P90. Oh man, I feel sorry for Marksby because he's really got no chance at the moment. Reflex looks so confident right now. So, the first gun round here. BTs do buy up. And they've managed a full nade set as well, which is nice. Only the Famous on Yoramato, but we've seen the damage he can do with that. As Reflex make their way towards this B-bomb site. Snooze with a counter boost in mid. He's going to be peeking that for information, and I think he's going to be telling his teammates, it's a B, it's definitely a B, get to B. And that is the right call right now. Yoramato invent there. About to drop down into checkers. Just pre-fire on those corners, but no CTs actually holding in there at the moment. Oh, no Ts, I'm sorry. He does catch the back of Seth though. I mean, he gave up his position. Reflex.
Oh, but Kaiden coming from the back.
Wow,
sorry
and
to cut your fair caps,
Hyper was actually lurking in Sunroom, and I'm not sure what happened there. He got turned on or something.
Yeah, Snooze snapped him pretty hard. I'm not going to lie there. Snooze just 90, I think he practically 90 degreed into the head.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Emarosa, last player alive, and this round Reflex really should not have lost, but I think the CTs just played so aggressively. And yeah, I don't know what happened there with T's.
To be honest, I think what actually happened was the CTs actually brought Reflex's own mentality to them. The fact that they pushed right behind you, had Yoramato and Vent just baiting. He gets the kill on the ult, but Kaiden was right there to pick up the other two. So, perfect timing from the CTs. And, to see they changed their game style completely. And it's caught Reflex off guard.
So, Emarosa, last one alive. Oh no, he takes a shot, but he's got nowhere to go. Kaiden just shooting him through the corner of that wall there. Could we be seeing a little bit of a comeback from Funky Monkeys? I would love to see it right now. Would make for a very enjoyable game.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It'd be nice to see them. It'd be nice to see them pull themselves out of this little slump that they've had, and put a few more rounds on the board.
I'd love to see a third map here.
Oh, for sure.
For our sake and for the viewers, I mean, it would be very good. But
Funky Monkeys, they do get the first kill onto Hats. And the pop flash comes in, but they don't really do anything with it. They pop flash again, and both Funky Monkeys peak at the same time. Seth does trade out onto Kyten though, but Yoramato with another pop flash. That was some great teamwork in checkers there. And they've shut down this T-push onto B at the moment. Amorosa hanging around mid will go down to the M4 of Marksby. And at last player alive is Seth, only on 5 with the AK. And I don't know what he's going to do from here. It looks like he should probably be holding on to the weapon based on money alone. But I don't think he's going to escape this.
Oh, that flick from Marksby, wow. Just, he's been getting all the weird shots tonight. That was an insane... I mean, he was looking to the right of the box from the garage door and then just immediately flicked and hit him through the corner of the container.
So, Reflex on the back foot somewhat here. Forced to eco, and Funky Monkeys putting a few rounds on the board now. They've won the last 2. And with the T's on an eco here, should be an easy 3rd round pickup. He's playing that up in Z, but oh no, all the T's appearing in front of him out of that smoke. Marksby helps out from High Wave, taking down 2, but he does get pushed from behind. Seth with the Tech 9, and are they going to be able to take a bomb site here? I don't know. Hats does go down. Tacular from Quad, finding Seth and Christos all alone now. He has managed to pick up an AWP though. I believe that was Snoozes.
I do like the smart play coming out. Kyten just realising he was trapped, flashing himself, and then, you know, throwing a smoke down to deter the AWPer.
Yeah, and his teammate joining in as well, chucking the smoke on Z. Yeah. Christos actually forced to trade out that AWP for an AK. He knows it's not going to be any good in a close range situation. Oh, but that jump up onto the railing there is going to cost him. Kyten sprays him down with the MP7.
Yeah. Just to touch on the point there, you did see, I think, Marksby actually dying to the player in from the player pushing out A main. I think what actually happened there, just to sort of clarify the scenario, was the fact that they had all pushed out of mid. So the call would have been, you know, focus mid, and they did that, but in turn letting the lurk player actually push out and pick up Marksby. But I think Tacular was still left alive and did actually kill that player. So nonetheless, he did pick up the trade, although he did let him out.
Wow, a nice little Superman strat there. The boost paying off for Snooze and Kyten as they push immediately behind the T's and they have obliterated them. Hyper.
This is the Superman we heard about, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely. That's it in all its glory. I mean, and it worked out, which is great to see. Hyper left in Z connected T side. He's going to be wondering, what the hell do I do now? Yoramato jumps around the corner. Yeah. But up against an M4, it's probably not going to happen. So Funky Monkeys, they are on a comeback here. It was a 12-6 or 12-7 half that we saw. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm completely wrong. It was a 9-3 half.
Yeah.
And Funky Monkeys have brought it back to a 2-round deficit, which is great to see. I've just got to hold on for a few more rounds here.
The prediction from Clowny was actually 16-12. I think 16-14 or 16-12, but the CT's just getting a bit too aggressive. They're pushing into mid and both dying.
I believe they actually went for a second Superman strat, and the T side were ready for him this time. And that's going to cost them the round. I mean, the T's, this is an exact reverse of what we saw last round.
Yeah.
When the Superman doesn't work. If you want to see how it works and how it doesn't work, watch this round and the previous round.
Yeah. We should actually odd shot that, and when it works and when it doesn't. Well, sorry, it's only 40 seconds, but
I'm sure we can grab it off the VOD. But yeah, that's a perfect example right there. And I have to wonder why Funky Monkeys tried that again. They've got to know that's kind of a one-off thing that you can do.
Yeah, it's one of those special
doing it 2 rounds in a row.
Let's hope they can recover here and actually pick up these next few rounds.
Yeah, they have managed to buy up, which is nice. So we aren't going to see them have to eco because of that. Both sides though are fully bought up. And Tees do look like they want to head towards this A bomb site, sending 3 A main, 1 squeaky at the moment. Like some flashes do go in, but Tackula's actually up on that boost spot above garage door, and he is going to take down one. Marksby though with great reactions, taking down Hyper and Hats from quad, finding Chitin. So it is a 3v2. Tees do come out on top on this A bomb site at the moment. But if you look at this, there's actually still one player forklift. Death is onto it though. Will take down Marksby, leaving Yoramato in a 1v3. Or he does get the first kill onto Emarosa, but I don't know if he wants to go for this.
Oh, what a shot.
If he can get a second frag. If he can get a second frag here, he'll definitely go for it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, what a shot from Hats, though. Straight to the head. He does the cheeky little, jiggle peek and then re-peeks and just cleans him up.
Yeah, Yoramato actually looking the wrong way there. It's always a difficult site to retake, eh? Especially if you don't have smokes or nades or anything.
Yeah.
There's so many angles you can get peeked from.
Yeah, definitely. You need to split a site in sort of a pie angle, and A is one of those sites that needs to happen on. If you don't do that, you're not going to get in, especially in a 1v2. You need to isolate at least one or both players, to give yourself a fighting chance. But Tacula does get a nice headshot onto Hats, kicking through the smoke and A main.
Oh, Snooze spraying wildly in mid. Oh, and Emarosa actually
1 HP.
catching Tacula through the door there and finding a second onto Chitin on highway. So a 2v3, and Reflex looking in good shape to bring this to match point for second map. And if they do take out this map, they will move on to the next round here, knocking out Funky Monkeys. So at the moment, Marksby and Yoramato, the hopes of Funky Monkeys resting on their heads, but Emarosa, he's resting bullets on their heads. That AK doing a great job and finding Yoramato as well, and this does not look good for Funky Monkeys. Their money is shot to pieces, and Reflex on match point. I think they're about to walk away with the win here.
Yeah. More like swing away with it, but...
Swing away with it, that's it.
Funky Monkeys kind of have their, 1 foot in the grave and 1 on a banana peel at this point.
Yeah, it's, Oh, I can't think of any puns right now.
I could hear you. I could always hear you ticking over.
That's it, mate. You can hear the brain ticking away and no results.
Oh, nice trade from Yoramato.
Going down as well in A main. So, a 4v2, and I think this will be game here. Last player alive is Tacula, and he's all alone in vents with the CZ and armor. He can do it if he is a god, but the question is, are the gods smiling on him today? And I don't think they are. He expects them to be B, but they've actually rotated all the way back around through T-spawn, and he's got a very long rotate ahead of him if he wants to be able to get to a bomb site now. But still has not realised it yet, and if I was him, I'd be running to A right now, but still just checking B main. I think Reflex, they should get the plan here. Pretty easy hold, and we'll be seeing 16-10 GG with 2 maps going to Reflex.
Unless Tacula has had his bananas this morning, I don't think he's going to take this one out, sadly.
Well, he's got that banana-coloured CZ.
Yeah, yellow jacket, so, bananas are yellow.
That's it. What can he do here? He's heard the AK fire from the player quad. Does pick him up. What's another one truck, but that'll be a Christos from balcony taking him down, and that will be GG, boys. Reflex move on to the next round of the CGA finals, and I believe it is actually the semi-finals next.
Yeah.
So they've
semis.
Done really, really well to move up there.
Yeah, well done, boys. Great play, and Emarosa, it's always a pleasure, mate. We love doing it, so...
Yeah, always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure, for sure.
But well played. I mean, a little slow start, though, from Reflex in both matches.